What's up, Cali Media? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction clip will be at the 3-minute mark. So if you don't want to hear me talk, just run the clip at the 3-minute mark, right? But I do want to say shouts out to all my members on the channel. You guys are truly highly appreciated. I want to say gracias, thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel and continues to support Cali Media, right? And I highly appreciate everybody who doesn't subscribe but watches the channel. Consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button, and it is free. Go ahead and hit that like button or dislike button, and make sure that you take the notification bell off of personal and make sure it's on all so you don't miss any videos, any reactions, any live streams, or anything to do with this channel. So once again, I want to say gracias, thank you to all my followers, subscribers, and people that tap into the channel. Without you guys, there would be no Cali Media. So salute. Let's talk a little bit about the situation, right? So as you guys all know, Swifty Blue has been making the headlines ever since Los Angeles Times decided to put, some personal, some pretty touchy topics on the web for the whole world to read and see, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go back to my video section, or you can go to the Los Angeles Times and read the article, right? So the whole article was 19 people, got in trouble, alleged, right? Because everybody's innocent till proven guilty. So right now they're trying to put the finger on them because, people made dumb mistakes. People were on TikTok talking about sensitive content. People were on the phone from jail talking about sensitive content, calling their father, mom, talking about sensitive content, right? At the end of the day, homie, there's a whole lot of this going on right now. Believe it or not, this is what I've been talking about. These big-time so-called gangsters, right? On YouTube. Let's just put it like that. And there's a whole bunch of these podcasters that, they talk numbers and they throw up letters and they throw up colors and they say this and that, and they're the face of this and that. But at the end of the day, homie, you gotta be careful what you say up on the internet, homie, because at the end of the day, you already know who's building and who's watching. So if you're dumb enough to still go about your day on TikTok and talk about sensitive content, then you should just, like I said in my last video, then you should just go turn yourself in and let them know what you're doing. At the end of the day, homie, you can't blame the next man for your mistakes, right? So in this next clip, Swifty Blue goes off again, but this time he goes off on the bloggers. He says a lot of these bloggers are, saying that he's a rat, that he's a rata, that he's a rat that eats cheese, right? He's a snitch, right? But we all know that these individuals, allegedly, because they're innocent till proven guilty, from what is stated, that they were using TikTok to communicate sensitive content. At the end of the day, homie, you gotta be smarter, dog. Let's just be realistic. You can't blame Swifty Blue and say that he's a snitch, homie, at the end of the day, because Swifty wasn't on the line. Swifty wasn't the one making you make calls. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, dog, there's a lot of these fools that just like to, a lot of these podcasters mainly on the internet, that they just like to ride, they like to follow the clout, right? Basically, they like to side with certain people because they think it's gonna benefit them, right? Well, here on Cali Media, we just call it like we see it, my boy. If you messed up, you messed up, and that's just the bottom line. Let's get into this clip and I'll get back to you. I'm out.
Act on it. They don't go talk about it. They don't go passing word. They don't do all this TikTok shit. Stop playing. Y'all got the game fucked up. Y'all got the game. Stop talking about what you want to do and just do it. Stop talking about you want to go to the gym and just do it. Stop talking about shit. Stop talking about, because none of y'all do everybody want to pop it and talk, but none of y'all about no action. Get homies. Nobody about no action. Get homies. A bunch of niggas popping it on the internet. Popping it. The internet gave everybody a voice. The same internet that getting everybody cut up. Y'all got me fucked up. Get homies. How come every time I went to jail, I gotta sit in a fucking cage? How come? Because ain't nobody bigger than no fucking program. And then all of a sudden, niggas get caught up for talking on the phones. Oh, Swifty tell it. You fucking retarded? Do I look like I was talking to a fucking informant? You got me fucked up. Shit crack, shit happens. You don't hear me talk about nothing. Get home.
Well, I have to say, I have to agree with Swifty Blue on this one right here. You know, he did speak some facts, right? Nobody knew what was happening. You know, there was a lot of these rappers and podcasters. They were trying to bring it to light, right? And shame on them, homies. And you guys know who I'm talking about. There's one main podcaster who likes to say Swifty ain't no good and everybody around him should know, don't mess with him. Well, now look at homie. At the end of the day, that's dry snitching, homie. That's just as good as being a snitch, homie. And to me, right? Because at the end of the day, homie, nobody knew nothing until certain podcasters and certain rappers, homie, started trying to tell people not to mess with Swifty because he was no good, right? See, that's some dry snitching, homie. At the end of the day, homie, I gotta stand with Swifty, homie, on this one, because a lot of these fools do be popping it, homie. A lot of these fools do be running their mouth because they select politic, homie. They think by supporting Bozo, they're gonna get some kind of points with it, right? And the reason why I'm saying Bozo is because he knows why. At the end of the day, homie, let's get into what else Swifty Blue gotta say. Drop those comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, man. I want to hear from you guys. But at the end of the day, homie, let's play this next clip.
They're just getting a lot of people into trouble that has nothing to do with your boy. It has nothing to do with me. Shit crazy. And for all you people on the internet talking masa, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing at all. You know why? You know why? Because real people don't talk about what they're gonna do on the fucking internet. Real people with real intentions just act on it.
Alright, so this is the last thing I'm gonna say, homie. I gotta agree with Swifty Blue though, homie. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is correct. He's true what he's saying, homie. You know, at the end of the day, some of these homies, they get themselves into a little trouble, and they don't even want to hit the tier. They don't even want to hit the unit, homie. They lock it up as soon as they get into the jail or in behind the cop car in some cases, homie. At the end of the day, Swifty Blue took what he had coming, and that's just the way it goes, homie. People don't have to necessarily fall out and roll it up every time they get a checada or they get in trouble, homie. Some people really stand on business and really stand on what they believe in, homie. At the end of the day, you know, this is social media content, right? But at the end of the day, homie, this just goes to show you that there's a lot of eyes and ears, homie. And what you say up on this internet and what you type in them inboxes thinking that nobody's going to see it, and what fools be videotaping themselves doing dumb stuff, just think about it, homie. At the end of the day, someone's always saving it. It's always being saved in a certain spot. And when they're ready to crack, they crack. With that being established, don't forget to like, subscribe. Shout out to all the members.